There seems to be a great deal going on in this house tonight. Child, will you do me a favor?
Of course, Grandmother.
Will you tell me what it's all for? Having outlived my own illusions by centuries, it would be soothing at least to pretend to share some of yours.
Well, I think it must be worth it.
Why?
It's all there is, isn't it? I know it's often discouraging, and to hope for something too much is childish. Because what you want so rarely happens.
Astounding. When I was your age, I wanted everything. The moon, jewels, yachts, villas on the Riviera, and I got them too. For all the good they did me. There was a Croatian count. He was my first lover. I can see his face now, such eyes, and a mustache like a brigand. He gave me a wooden ring.
A wooden ring?
It has been in his family for centuries, it seemed. But I said to myself, a wooden ring? What sort of a man would give you a wooden ring? So I tossed him out right there and then. And now, who knows? He might have been the love of my life.
To think I was actually saying how I hate you being happy. It's as if I carry around some terrible curse. Oh, Mr. Egerman, I'm sorry.
Sir, you will accompany me to the pavilion.
Carl-Magnus.
I think the situation speaks for itself.
Carl-Magnus, dear, you won't be too impulsive, will you?
Whatever the provocation, I remain a civilized man. The lawyer and I are merely going to play a little Russian roulette.
Russian roulette?
Well, sir, are you ready, sir?
I beg your pardon, ready for what?
Russian roulette.
Russian roulette? That's with a pistol, isn't it? Then you spin... Well, why not? Excuse me, madame.
A weekend in the country. And what has to lie down? A weekend in the country. Which one of the is in town?
What is it? What's happened? My husband and Mr. Egerman are dueling in the pavilion.
Are you insane? And you let them do it? Oh, you lunatic! You've killed him! Frederick!
Carl-Magnus.
My dear Miss Armfeldt, he merely grazed his ear. I trust his performance in the law courts is a trifle more professional. My dear, I'm prepared to forgive you, but I feel this house is no longer a suitable place for us.
Oh, yes, my dear, I agree.
You will pack my bags and meet me in the stables.
Yes, dear.
I'll have the car ready.
Yes, dear. Carl-Magnus. You became a tiger. For me. Men are stupid, men are vain. Love's disgusting, love's insane. A humiliating business. Oh, how true. Ah, well.
Frederick!
I don't suppose this is my heavenly reward, is it?
Hardly, dear, with me here.
Extraordinary, isn't it? To hold a muzzle to one's temple and yet to miss? A shaky hand, perhaps, is an asset after all.
Does it hurt?
It hurts. Spiritually. You've heard, I imagine, of the evening's other event.
No, what?
Henrik and Anne ran off together.
Fredrik.
Well, I think it's time to get up and confront the world, don't you?
Isn't it rich?
Are we a pair? You here at last on the ground,
You in midair. Knees wobbly.
No, it appears not. In fact, it's hardly possible, but
Was that a farce?
my fault, I fear.
Me as a merry-go-round.
Me as King Lear. How unlikely life is. To lose one's son, one's wife, and practically one's life within an hour, and yet to feel relieved. Relieved, and what's more, considerably less ancient. Aha, Desiree!
Poor Fred.
No. We will banish poor from our vocabularies and replace it with coherent.
Coherent?
Don't you remember? Your manifesto in the bedroom. A coherent existence after so many years of muddle. You and me. And of course, Fredrika. Sunburn season.
Why not?
Why not?
Oh, God.
What is it?
I've got to do header for a week in Helsingborg.
Well, what's wrong with purgatory before paradise? I shall sit through all 8 performances.
Don't you think you should go to bed, Grandmother?
No, I shall stay awake all night for fear of missing the first cockcrow of morning. It has come to be my only dependable friend.
Grandmother,
Yes, dear?
I've watched, and I haven't noticed the night smiling.
Young eyes are not ideal for watching. They stray too much. The night has already smiled twice.
It has? Twice? For the young and the fools?
The smile for the fools was particularly broad tonight.
So there's only the last to come.
Only the last.